Rastafari. With over 130 bills and whatever, all these amendments, I think the two speakers and ourselves have performed. That is as far as Parliament is concerned. You can see the reports and you will prove it with me. Then certainly as the government and being part of NRM, we have achieved over 80% of our manifesto. You know, when somebody says the manifesto is different from budget and whatever. You have to have dreams of your government through the manifesto, but the implementation is through other channels of government, through Parliament. But part of the money comes from out. We have friends who fund us. Suppose they are not funding. That's why we put it at 82%. Possible also our own weakness and laxity and whatever can also cause that kind of thing. But at least we are above 80 and much more so, my president. But more so, you, the Ugandans, we are already at $2.5 billion export of coffee. We are now number one in the whole of Africa in coffee export. We are number 7 or so in the whole world. So you can see, we are now exporting maize, beans, which were non-traditional cash crops. You see, we saw them as simple food crops and whatever. But today, Uganda has reached that extent. And to me, the achievement is yours, especially through socio-economic transformation as a principle of NRM, one of the principles of NRM. In patriotism, the younger Ugandans today know this is their country. Those of us who are elders must make sure younger people understand their country. They should love their country. They should praise their country. They should be able to benefit, to enjoy the trappings of their country. And to me, that is patriotism. It's not that you must, if you check, I put on this. But if I check you, you also put on this. What is that? Pride.
That is.
Pride. Did we have a meeting that we should put on this flag? No. No. But you can see, two of you with myself, you can see. We are proud of our country. And by the way, surprisingly, all of us are putting it on the left. The left also holds the heart, your heart. So you can imagine, did we plan? You have just ambushed me. That's pride and that is patriotism. Socio-economic transformation. Democracy, you have just elected us. And then lastly, Pan-Africanism. Those are the 4 riding principles of NRM as shortened from the 10-point program, which is the road for us to develop this. Should you be proud of your country without the enabling laws? Do you know how much money entering this country? For example, let me tell you. Do you know why we have so many buildings around here? Who is following it? And those buildings belong to unwashed money. Money coming from out, possibly through Busia, Ruaha, and Malaba, Bunagana, and other places. The money enters the country, it defrauds you of your land, through an agent, possibly it is Musila. We build this massive building here, and that is called washing the money. Colloquial language, colloquial English, they are washing the money. Financial intelligence agency may not track such money because I've bought sand, I've bought bricks. Nobody cares. The sovereignty bill or act wants to know where did the Musila get the money to build it, put up this building. You see that? What was the source of the money? But above all, what is the intention? That's what we are doing. A comprehensive, massive law. We did the Anti-Homosexual Act.
Yes.
Remember that in the Penal Code of Uganda, that law made by the British in 1909, there was that section, I think I forget the section, but in the Penal Code Act, as against homosexuality. But it was not comprehensive enough. For example, how would you identify that somebody has had homosexuality? This law now goes deeper into the brothels, into what, that kind of thing. Uganda must be proud without adulterating our norms, our culture, our values. No. We did that. I'm a living victim. Recently, where the Germans sent money against me during the campaigns. Actually, over $500 million against me. They even sponsored a special candidate. Where the Americans sent a candidate with massive money, purporting to do bridges. You see? Purporting to do bridges. A bridge is 50 million. He is putting 2 million, just some simple walkway of timber. The rest, 48 million, against the person of Musila, because I was so vocal, the Rasta man was so vocal against homosexuality. So I'm a testimony. I'm a testimony. So to me, the protection of sovereignty is a patriotic act which must preserve our values as Africans, as Ugandans. But by inference, I told you, this religious leader is a bishop with the connections with the German NGOs and the German homosexual associations. But here, he's a preacher. Because you must interrogate. Why would he leave another district and another constituency and come to Bubulo East in another district of Namisidwa? Why? Why? And himself, dishing out money left and right. I estimate $500 million, but it could have been even more. And from what they would talk, him and the wife, I know they were sent purposely against the Rasta man because of my arguments and being public over the issue of anti-homosexuality. I went to viral. You saw me on Al Jazeera, BBC, whatnot. So automatically, right now to me, I think I last got a visa, went to America in 2024. Ever since my visa expired, the American government cannot give me a visa. You ask them why. I'm a member of parliament. Yes. And a person of 60 or so. Why do I go to do in America? What do I do? To be, when I'm in America, I look at them and really sympathize with them. These are beggars all over. But I'm not a wealthy man, but at least I'm a rich man. The two are different. Yeah. Yeah. I can eat my matoke, my dodo, my whatever at home in my own house. A person, an American of my age, cannot even have a home. Where he calls a home, they live in apartments, rented, what not even not them. You are vagrant completely. So what do I go out there to? What do I want? What do I want? Africa is a garden, and Uganda a real garden of heaven. I mean, not even a garden of Eden, of heaven here, of heaven. Look at the weather. Look at the greenery, the rain and whatever. So if you refuse me a visa, I go there for convenience. Maybe I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 things, and that is all. That is all. So these people, I may not go bombastic to say he's an NGO and whatever. I don't want litigation because they have the money. And one of them has taken me to court. The one who's sponsored by Americans, he has taken me to court. Over Freemason issues, by the way. I don't want to talk about court issues, but he has taken me to court. Very bitter. Because his sponsors sent over 700 million, get this Rasta man out of parliament. He failed. He failed. So the two, protection of our sovereignty is supreme. Protection of our values, our customs, our norms, very, very supreme. And that is why I fully support this law so that we track. You know, the law is going to trace you. If you got 100 million from out, the threshold is there. You don't go beyond, I think, 400. But they are going to track you. You wanted to build a church of 100 million. These are the tricks and the trickery they do. Get 100 million, say you are going to build a church, then use about 20 million to build the church hall. The 80 goes to train younger people in homosexuality, disorganize our politics and whatever. Now, this law has, for example, if I become a whistleblower to these people in Butiro, I say, they got this money, because we will be tracking this money heavily through financial intelligence and other channels. Now, once it comes, the church must be of 100 million. If you got it, now the other issue, where did the money come from? You see, we must know the source. If the funding is from homosexuals or people against our government or people against the MP like me, then we should hamper that kind of thing.